Guys, we're going to go in and check out Chip's shop next. He's got some really cool projects in this awesome truck that James told me about. I can't wait to see. I see it over there. Chip, what's going on, brother?
I'm just watching a bunch of dogs.
You got your friends with you today, huh?
Yeah.
Reminds me when I used to have Buddy and my 2 Rottweiler pups in the shop. They'd follow me everywhere.
Their mother had an appointment today, so I bring them out to the shop with me.
That's a beauty. What do we got here?
This is a 1972 LT1 350 4-speed, 2-top, one of 35 made by GM car right here. And there's lots of reasons for the specialty on it. And in 72 and a half, GM decided to put air conditioning in this car, which has an LT1 on it. And the LT1 is a solid lifter motor. This is the only solid lifter motor that GM ever put an air conditioning on. All like, I've had like C2 Corvettes, like a 67, and you get that tri-power, you know, big motor in there, and they won't put air conditioning in those cars because the solid lifter is too rough on the compressor. But for whatever reason, in GM world, they put them on there and halfway through the 72 year. And so it's a convertible with air conditioning, LT1, 4-speed, 2 tops, every option that they have except for the rack. No rack on the back. And this is like the last year of the double chrome bumper. In 73, they started having that plastic front end, you know, that term plastic paint developed after that. So you've got chrome bumpers front and rear. And because of the rarity of this car, this is a 100% rebuild by a super guy at Lloyds Restorations, named Jeff Brecky, and he did everything, all the paints on the frame, the assembly codes. This is 100% GM correct, except for the steering wheel, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute, but I have the stock steering wheel with it. But, so this car is 100% stock. It even has the lights that float at different times when you pull them up because it's usually run off a vacuum. They're not electric. So I didn't even change them. A lot of people just, they're too hard to fix. So it's the same hood that they put on the 454 car of the year, but this is an LT1 small block. It's running 370 horsepower, solid lifter motor, and all the tags are correct. Even the clamps, if you'll notice, these are GM clamps. You won't find a hose clamp on this thing. And it's just 100% correct. We did all GM, you know, original products. You know, they're approved for original products to manufacture, like the seat covers, the wood in the console. All the gauges were rebuilt. And it runs the same stereo that came in it when it was in 1972. So it's just exactly like it is, because there's only 35 of them made. I didn't want to add one little thing to the car. And again, the steering wheel's a little different, but that steering wheel in itself I've had for a long time, and that is a Zora Duncalf steering wheel. Zora Duncalf is the inventor of the Corvette, and his signature is on that wheel, and there's very few of them right there.
Oh my God.
It says Zora Duncalf. I have the rosewood wheel that came in the car, but I've had that on a couple different C3 cars, and it's period correct for the car. So there's not very many of those. Occasionally you'll see one on eBay, but there's not too many. But that's really what this is. It's not a whole lot of modifications to talk to. It's Targa blue. It is the hard top's over on the other side of the warehouse. It's got a white convertible top. Everything's just factory on it.
Looks brand new underneath. Spectacular.
Okay.
Chip, if they made 35 of these, is this the only one left this nice? It's got to be.
I don't know that. When I bought this one, I can tell you it was not in this condition, and the guy had painted it red, because I guess he wanted a red Corvette. And I put it all back to the way it was supposed to be. So everything is as it's supposed to be.
I love this color. What is it called? Is there
Targa Blue.
Targa Blue?
It's a GM color.
Wow.
And you can order it in that color. Get this really nice color.
Beautiful piece.
So anyway, it's here parked on the lift because the dash lights are out, and it uses the old glass fuses. You got to use a test light to go to each one, and that's a little project for me down the road here. And then because we're hanging bikes, I had to move this car.
The Porsche 911 Turbo S.
Yeah, this is their top of the line deal. You know, the turbos are pretty good, but a Turbo S is the top.
Thanks for sharing this 1 of 35. Guys, I doubt we'll ever see one this nice from this era again. If they made 35 of them, I can only imagine there might be a couple left, but this is absolutely next level. Thanks for sharing it with us. Beautiful, beautiful piece of Americana. Thanks for watching, and God bless America.